in their hands. They control their own destiny. If they win out, there is a very large percentage that they make the playoffs. But this is it. This is the week, essentially. If they lose this week and things do not go their way on the rest of this week 16 schedule, they're going to need a lot of help heading into week 17, even if they can get a win over Miami. The Bills currently sitting in a playoff spot, Josh, as they do currently hold the tiebreaker over the Ravens, which is good. But Baltimore gets a couple of easy matchups, to say the least, over the next couple of weeks against the Colts today, and then they'll take on the Bengals, who have essentially given up on the season in week 17. You've got the Titans in the mix, as well as they will take on the Rams at home and then Jacksonville at home. So a couple of tough games for Tennessee. They can easily fall out of this and finish the season at 8-8. But the Bills obviously can only do what's in front of them. They can only take care of their own business, and it is so hard to see a scenario where they could win this game on the road at Foxborough in New England. But I don't know. It would just be like Josh said, the dream scenario, kind of poetic justice if they can beat the team that's been holding them down for so long.
Sure, but at the same time, he also countered that with they have to play a perfect game, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many teams have a perfect game in them in a season? Very few league-wide in a league of 32 teams. And the Bills, for as much of a pleasant surprise as they've been this year, they're still sort of getting by on not that much, right? They're doing the best they possibly can with a limited amount of talent, right? Look, McCoy aside, you got some good players on the defensive side of the ball, but Tyrod Taylor he's okay. I mean, I think that's pretty much what we can say at this point. Like, yeah. He's not bad, he's not great, he's somewhere in between, and that's not terrible, but you'd like a little more from your quarterback. I don't see him making a ton of plays to win you games or bring you back necessarily. Kelvin Benjamin's banged up. There's just not a ton there. So what does a perfect game look like in beating the Bills? It's probably sacking Tom Brady, 6 or 7 times, maybe turning them over 2 or 3 times, and LaShawn McCoy rushing for upwards of 100-plus yards and a couple of touchdowns. And sure, I suppose that's possible, but I'm not holding my breath.
No, there's just too many flaws with this Bills team, whether it's on offense, like you touched on with Tyrod Taylor obviously having his issues and the pass game just not being great, and then defensively the Bills can't stop the run. So the Patriots have so many offensive weapons. If you decide to shut down the run game, well, then you're gonna have to give it up to Rob Gronkowski and Brandon Cooks, and we'll see if Chris Hogan plays. And on the flip side, you try to do your best to shut down that pass game, and then you got to deal with Dion Lewis and company, James White, who will be in the mix as well. So the Patriots just have too much on offense, I think, for this Bills defense to be able to slow them down. And if the Bills want to get into a shootout with New England, it's just not a good recipe for success. It is going to have to be a massive LaShawn McCoy game, and you're just going to have to hope that Tom Brady is not able to do what he does best, and that is, of course, throwing the football. But that game will come up tomorrow at 1 o'clock from Foxborough. We have a couple of games going on today as Indy takes on Baltimore at 4:30. Coming up next here on Sportsnet today, it's Rob Wong and Josh Goldberg here on the Sportsnet Radio Network.
Coming through loud and clear. He's now louder and clearer. Sportsnet 590 The Fan is now available on your HD receiver at 92.5 FM and HD Channel 3.
Hello, I'm Doug Ramsey, General Manager of Audi Queensway. In 20...
Christine Langos.
Thank you, and if you're traveling on the eastbound 401, expect delays through Highway 6 North. We have slowdown still approaching Highway 25 to James Nova. No collisions, just very poor driving conditions. It's heavy on the east end approaching West Main to east of Dixon. Eastbound 407, we have a slowdown from Mississauga Road to Mavis. And you'll find it busy on the westbound 401 from the 412 to about Salem. Now traveling on the northbound John Valley Parkway, only slow from approaching Eglinton to York Mills. Most of the volume we had earlier has cleared. From the 680 News Traffic Center, I'm Christine Langos.
Hiring for your business is important, and with today's technology, it shouldn't be so hard to hire great candidates. Indeed.com makes it easy. Easy to post a job, easy to manage candidates, easy to get help. How easy is that? Post your next job on Indeed, Canada's #1 job site. For a limited time, we're giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job. Claim your $50 credit at Indeed.com/business. That's Indeed.com/business. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply. Canada's #1 job site according to ComScore.
Visit Mississauga Hyundai and Rexdale Hyundai want you to feel the heat this winter with sizzling hot deals.
Forget Boxing Day madness. Get no payments for 90 days plus 0% for 84 months on select models all December long. Darn, I wish my sleigh had heated seats and steering wheel.
Escape the winter in a new Hyundai at NobbodyIsMississaugaHyundai.com and at RexdaleHyundai.ca.
Come in and get a super deal from the Super Red Knob.
We don't shy away from contact. We don't even welcome it. We seek it out. We are Toronto Sports Radio. Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
The great lager destinations of the world. Holland, Belgium, Germany, Muskoka. Yeah, that's right, Muskoka, Ontario. If you're looking for a great lager, you don't have to go far. Muskoka Craft Lager has everything you want in a beer. Crisp, smooth, and refreshing. And it doesn't have to cross an ocean to get here. This is a great lager. Muskoka Craft Lager, now in 355 ml cans.